What's happening, guys? This is House Cat MMA. Had a bit of a hiatus. I haven't posted in like 3 days. I felt pretty ill the past couple of days. Like, not crazy, go to the doctor ill, but I was pretty fucking, had a decent little cold going. I finally feel good enough to post a video. The couple of reaction videos I posted did not do well at all, so I won't be doing those anymore. You know, typically when somebody posts a reaction video, they got themselves in the little corner, the thing they're reacting to, like in the bigger part of the screen. I didn't have none of that. I gotta figure out how to do that shit. This is a pretty minimal budget program, meaning I have no budget. But there will come a point in time when I get my shit together and I start posting some shit with a little bit of production value. But right now, this is what we're doing, and I don't hate what I'm doing. I think it's, buddy, my cat's eating something and I don't know what it is. But today I'm gonna be going over why I think Paddy Pimblett is the today's era Conor McGregor. I've always felt they had some parallels, and Paddy Pimblett having that one-liner talking about Dan Hooker, saying Dan Hooker couldn't grapple I don't want to say the word, because even though I'm in no way monetized, I like to kind of pretend like I am, but I don't want to swagger jack Jesse on fire and say a grapist. So I'm gonna say that Paddy Pimblett said that Dan Hooker couldn't grapple a not so good man off of his mother, and that is hilarious. That was a hilarious thing to say. And this one guy that I saw on the YouTube, you know, kind of being all high road about it, talking about that there's no place for that in this sport. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like, this is, as much as this is the mixed martial arts business, it's the fucking entertainment business. And we all know that Paddy Pimblett didn't mean that. It was just a matter of speech. He's just trying to say he's shitty at grappling, which I disagree. I disagree that Hooker, that's definitely not his strong suit. But Hooker fended off Mateusz Gamrot for a good little while. He beat Mateusz Gamrot. And he's not really a guy that gets submitted. He's not a guy that takes people down, but he doesn't necessarily get submitted all that much either. I think he has before, but Hodor, ow. Hodor, you're getting so strong. But the reason why I think that Paddy Pimblett is the today's era Conor McGregor is because, you know, Conor McGregor makes his debut against Marcus Brimage, puts him away inside of a round, and then, you know, he fucks up Diego Brandao. He decisions Max Holloway, and then once he started fighting, then, you know, he knocks out Hodor. He knocks out Dustin Poirier pretty proper. Like, but then he started having, you know, performances where people kind of started doubting him a little bit, kind of like, you know, his performance against Chad Mendes, where he was getting a solid wrestle fucking by Chad, and then he puts away Chad in the second round, but it was a short notice fight for Chad. And, you know, people, I think a lot of people, other than like McGregor's fellow Irishmen, a lot of people thought Aldo was going to fuck him up. But I was 18 when this was going on, and I was like, no, Conor McGregor, he's gonna go all the way. He's gonna go all the fucking way. He's gonna beat Jose Aldo, and he did. And I made a video one time talking about how I'm not sold on the Paddy Pimblett situation, But the more and more I think about the Paddy Pimblett situation, I'm starting to be sold, but not really in a conventional way. It's just like I'm seeing a lot of parallels between Paddy Pimblett's rise and Conor's rise. You know, Paddy Pimblett started off with some really strong performances when he first got to the UFC, and you know, he went against Justice Gordon-Levitt and shit like that. But when he fought Jared Gordon arguably beat him, and he fought Tone Ferg, and Tone Ferg, being on the downhill slide of his career, he's on a downhill slide for the ages. You know, Paddy Pimblett beat him, but Tony Ferguson won a round, and then he puts a clinic on King Green. That was pretty cool. And then he puts on a clinic on Michael Chandler, but Michael Chandler was manhandling him at first, but then he winds up beating Michael Chandler about 17% to death on the ground. And I was always, he hasn't done anything cool yet, because his past 3 wins are against guys in their late 30s, even early 40s. But for some reason, when he said that shit about Dan Hooker, I was like, that's hilarious, because we know he doesn't mean it. Dan Hooker could definitely grapple a not so good man off his mother. He definitely could. I probably couldn't yesterday because I was so fucking sick. But Dan Hooker, healthy Dan Hooker, could definitely do that. And everybody knows you don't mean it. Why is everybody so literal? And not everybody ain't so literal. Just that one guy I saw on YouTube talking about, that's all I heard. No place in the sport. Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think there's a lot of Paddy Pimblett doubters. I was one of them until yesterday. But he's fighting a man in Justin Gaethje who is in his late 30s. And I think he's going to be a good fight. But I think Paddy Pimblett's going to win. Does he finish? Justin Gaethje? You know what? Fuck. Probably with triangle. I think Paddy Pimblett beats Justin Gaethje with a triangle fucking choke. Like a motherfucker. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have on that. Yeah, I'm fucking ill. I'm not with it. I'm operating at about 64% right now. Tomorrow I'll probably be rocking the 79%. But I'm glad to be back. I didn't like not uploading the past few days. It hurt me a little bit. But House Cat MMA is back in full fucking effect. And I was kidding earlier. I could definitely, without hesitation, grapple a not so good man off of my mother yesterday. Even though I was sick as about 6 dogs. God damn it, I was a fucking cut above decent high school wrestler. I bench 375 goddamn pounds. Probably not right now. I bet you I can only bench about 340 right now, but normal circumstances, 375, boy. I'm wearing the same shirt as I have been the past fucking week. House Cat MMA, catch y'all later.